Here's what's happening this week in Pokemon Go. 9 AM on Monday is the weekly reset for the Adventure Sync rewards. If you can line this up with your 7-day streaks and some egg hatching, and pair it all with a star piece, you'll get a nice drop of Stardust, especially if you walk over 100 kilometers. In raids, Moltres will be in 5-star raids until next Monday at 10 AM, and Mega Aerodactyl will be in 4-star Mega raids for the same time period. Both can be shiny. Make sure you get enough Mega Aerodactyl energy before it's gone. You just need to Mega Evolve it once, and then you can walk any Aerodactyl as your buddy to get more energy. Don't overlook Aerodactyl. Rock types are good against flying type raid bosses, and with Aerodactyl being a flying type itself, you'll get a candy bonus from those raid bosses as well as dealing super effective damage. The Adventure Week event will also be continuing from last week, so keep hatching those 7-kilometer eggs and completing field research for Pokemon with boosted shiny odds. On Tuesday, the weekly Spotlight Hour runs from 6 to 7 PM and features Drilbur. The bonus will be 2 times Catch XP, so you can bump that up to 4 times Catch XP with a Lucky Egg. And Drilbur is definitely one to go for. Excadrill is a top ground attacker and even better as a Shadow, and it doesn't require an Elite TM to get its best moveset. Be sure to Mega Evolve a ground type for extra catch candy. Set a reminder on your phone right now if you're likely to forget. A showcase will end on Tuesday at 8 PM, likely featuring Pokemon featured during Adventure Week. On Wednesday, the weekly raid hour runs from 6 to 7 PM and will feature Moltres. An instant raid will appear at most gyms at 6 PM if there are players nearby with the game open. You'll have 25 minutes to complete them. A second raid will usually appear at gyms sometime before 7 PM. Moltres is good as a fire and flying type attacker, but to use it as a flying type, you'll need to use an Elite TM. Shadow Moltres was available last year as part of the weekend Shadow rotation, but it could be a while before we see it again as a Shadow. For an alternative fire-type attacker, Shadow Entei will probably be back in October, unless they ditch the Johto legendaries for next season. I really do think it'll be back though, because they're not going to move on to Gen 3 so soon. On Thursday, Adventure Week will be taken over by Team Rocket. Key features of this event will be an increase in rocket activity, which means more balloons popping up and more grunts on Pokestops. You'll be able to remove frustration from your Shadow Pokemon by using a Charge TM on them. There will be a free special research that will reward a Super Rocket Radar, which is used to battle Giovanni and catch his new legendary Pokemon, Shadow Cresselia, and the Grunts and Leaders will have new Shadow Pokemon. At 1 PM on Friday, the Go Battle League will rotate. The Ultra League will end while the Fossil Cup continues and is joined by the Master League. On Saturday, a special Shadow Raid weekend will begin and run the entirety of Saturday and Sunday during the typical raiding window of around 6 AM to 9 PM. Shiny Shadow Lugia will be available from these raids, which will be in person only. Raid eggs will spawn randomly at most gyms throughout the weekend, so you'll need to coordinate with other players in your community or just get lucky by showing up when an egg hatches. You can use Niantic's app Campfire to see a map of where and when there will be a raid. You can also use the app to start a chat for that raid and light a flare, which somewhat unreliably notifies other players in the area of your intent to raid. Seriously, I wish flares appeared in-game on the nearby tab, along with an in-game notification. Needing to use a separate app is cumbersome, but that's what we have for now. My best advice for completing Tier 5 Shadow Raids is to own a car. Pretty lame. Anyway, a great Mega to use against Lugia is Mega Aerodactyl, because not only is Lugia weak to rock, but because they're both flying types, you'll get bonus Lugia candy with Mega Aerodactyl active. The best Mega for damage against Lugia is Mega Tyranitar, but you won't get that extra candy bonus. If you have neither of those and don't need the extra damage from your team, Mega Evolve any flying or psychic type you have for some extra candy. For the rest of your team, Lugia is weak to Rock, Ghost, Electric, Ice, and Dark. If you order your Pokemon by CP and type in this search string, you'll see your top attackers with attacks of these types. I'll type that out in the description for you to copy and paste. Check to see if they have both a fast and charge move for best damage output. If you're super desperate for effective attackers, I'll once again recommend Glaceon, as EVs can currently be found in the wild and have a low evolution requirement of 25 candies. You will need a Glacial Lure though at a Pokestop. Frost Breath and Avalanche are the attacks you want. Roggenrola is also accessible in the wild right now during Adventure Week, so if you can coordinate with a friend or stepsister, just trade amongst yourselves for the reduced candy cost. 50 candies will get you a Boldore, and if it's traded, the evolution to Gigalith is free. Smackdown and Rock Slide are the attacks you're looking for there, unless you want to use an Elite TM, which will give you a more optimal moveset for Gigalith. As always, the weekend showcase will end at 8 PM on Sunday, probably again featuring Adventure Week Pokemon or something in that theme. And that's it for the week ending Sunday, August 11th, 2024. My priorities this week will be to continue catching all the Drilburs, hatching what eggs I can, and completing field research for the shiny checks, going into town to find some people to raid Lugia with on the weekend, and beating up every Team Rocket grunt I see. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for what I should include in these weekly videos, please let me know in the comments. Additional information can be found in the description, including new information, if any, that wasn't released at the time of publishing this video. Good luck out there.